Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Wolf, and this episode is called The Overlooked, which is a great episode name because it is really about the characters that have been overlooked. People are like, she's safe, he's safe. Well, we don't really think about this person in this way. And I really like that they did this, because really shows would never point out the characters they overlook. They wouldn't. But this episode really is about the characters you overlook and finally getting to see them in action. Even like Allison and the Argents, I feel like those are characters that are overlooked and we're kind of used here. A little overlooked in this episode, but kind of used. But in this episode really was more of an action sequence, seeing who should we trust, the Alpha Pack or Jennifer, because they're both the enemy, but who's the greater enemy, I think, in this episode, really the pack has to decide that. But really the big events to happen here are Cora is dying, and spoiler alert here, Scott goes to Dukalik's side, which is, he had to do it. He had to do it to save his mother and Sal's father, which is the other cliffhanger, that Sal's father and Scott's mother are kidnapped by Jennifer, who is our second main villain. Which was interesting. I like that we learn a little bit more about Jennifer here, how she got her face. I kind of want to feel more bad for her, I would say. I wanted to learn a little bit more about her, and I think we could have less action sequences and more about that, and make us feel for the character a little. But hoping as episodes go on, and the two that are left, we'll learn more about her, and maybe her become more of a villain, or die, or become less a villain. Those are the three options. So this was a little bit more of a slower episode, I thought. We got some really good, philosophy stuff I really liked. Jennifer said some really cool things here. That I'm like, I never knew that. So I love those kind of sparks of philosophy stuff here. It's like learning about mistletoe and where that came from. Teen Wolf definitely could do that. So I did like that. I guess I would give my sleeper MVP to Jennifer. I thought she had some really good lines here. Talking about the relationship with Derek, which I felt like was a little forced. I liked it, as we didn't know she was a villain. But I feel like now it's like, our relationship was so good. But it was like, I really liked our relationship. But it was so secretive that it didn't really feel like a relationship, I would say, as the show was going on, I guess. So we'll see where that whole Derek and Jennifer thing does go, but you get to see the connection between them here, which made the relationship feel a little bit more special, I guess. So that was cool. We got to see some scenes there. But yeah, there's a little less stuff going on here. We get some really good moments with Stiles and Cora, who he does say, hey, we're the overlooked people, we have to do more. I don't want my father to die, which is, I liked how he reacted. I think he had a really good reaction there. It wasn't it wasn't annoying, because, that could definitely be annoying where, Stiles, the whole episode could be talking about his father, and I think they just did it perfect here, and how you can see how much he cares for his father, and they just did it in the right amount. And I think Stiles was really perfect here in this episode. But yeah, it was a good episode. Not one of the best, especially for one of those 3 episodes until the finale. I don't think enough was revealed, but it was a good action episode, good ending, and definitely a good trailer for the next episode. Looks really awesome. Lydia and Stiles kissing. It seems like Stiles might be a werewolf, which is going to be crazy. Definitely have thoughts on that. I don't know if I want to see him as a werewolf, but we'll have to see how this happens. We'll see what happens with Cora, because I feel like that's something that needs to be developed, because yeah, she's sick, but why she's sick, it's the mistletoe and everything. I felt so sudden that she was sick and everything. So, and been going on for now 3 episodes. So we'll see where that goes. I want to learn more about Cora before she dies. Hopefully she doesn't die. I really want to learn more about her character. Peter was awesome in this episode. I don't know why, but I love Peter. I thought he was cool on this episode. But yeah, it was an okay episode. I liked it. A little bit on the slower side. Action wise, it was great. Special effects wise, this show is not great with special effects. I love Scott's mother here. I love when she's actually part of the adventure, which is really nice that she does know that Scott is a werewolf now, so that's always nice to see. So I really liked her in this episode. I think there's definitely minor roles here that you're going to really enjoy, like Scott's mother. Again, the overlooked people that really were great in this episode. But I'm excited to see these next 2 episodes. I was kind of upset that we didn't get to see Lydia, because this episode could have been the aftermath of finding out that she's a banshee, but I think that'll be more for next episode. And they definitely had room in this episode to say that, so I kind of wish they had that secondary story, but they kind of just copped out and said, well, her neck hurts because of her having being trapped, so she's got to go to the hospital. So I felt that was kind of more of a cop-out, but I'm guessing they're just building out more for the next episode in front of Styles and Lydia kiss, which will be awesome. But yeah, it was an okay episode this week. A little bit on the slow side, but all in all, it was okay. Yeah, so watch it, I guess. I was a little disappointed with it, but I'm very excited for these next 2 episodes, and I think it's definitely going to be worth it. But this season's just been really great, and I love the camera angles, and the cinematography of this season is really great, and I think that shines here in this episode. But definitely watch it, this Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the rant situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.